This video is going to be about a little about myself, how I was raised, how I chose that I wanted to live this whole, polygamous lifestyle. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of insight of who I am and whys and stuff like that. So that's mainly what this video will be about. So first of all, again, my name is Angela and I'm 35 years old. Yes, I know, I'm getting old. You don't have to remind me. I've got 4 children. My son is 18. Now I really feel old. He's away off in college. My other son is 16 and my youngest son is 11. I also have one daughter and she is 17 years old. Also, I am married and he has been my friend for over 20 years. We met in high school and I was a freshman and we met at the basketball game. So it's kind of like little high school sweethearts, but not, because I didn't like him. He was just my friend and we became really good buddies. And then over 11 years ago, we got together and, decided to marry and be together and live our lives together and stuff like that. So I've known my husband for over 20 years and we've been together for 11 years. Now, growing up, I lived in a traditional lifestyle. I went to I went to church every Wednesday and Sunday, and I lived with mom, I lived with dad, and I kind of got taught that, you're only married to your husband and one wife, of course. So I wasn't born into this lifestyle, but I came into this lifestyle as being completely my choice. So let me get a little bit to, fast forward that to where it started. I was sitting down in the living room, I was bored and I turned the TV on and I started watching Sister Wives. And it was actually February 2011 when I started watching them. And the first show, I was just like, what is this? This is crazy. But also amazing at the same time. I was just so intrigued. So I finished watching it. And after that, I was just like, okay, don't jump the gun here, Angela, but this is the way I'm going to live, for the rest of my life. So anyways, I decided to start getting a little bit more educated about it. So I started watching Big Love, and that was an awesome, show to me as well. And then I started reaching out to other people that lives the same lifestyle. So now, fast forward to now, which is 7 years later, I now have the absolutely most amazing friends that live plural marriage, and I got to get educated through their eyes and the way they live, and asking them so many questions, reading books, reading things up on the internet and watching shows and stuff like that. So I feel that I really got to know a lot about it before saying, okay, this is the way I'm going to live. So after that, I brought it up to my husband. And I mean, come on, what man wouldn't want 2 wives? Yeah, I was shot down pretty good. He's just like, no, that's not the way I was raised. That's not being faithful or loyal, or, having 2 wives is just not okay. In God's eyes, to him, it was just one. But to me, when you go back into the Old Testament with, Abraham and, other kings, they lived it. They lived plural marriage. They had multiple wives. But even then, again, it's just by choice, how I feel that I really want to live. And, it's kind of sad. He shut me down. He's like, no. So I'm like, okay. So I backed off and I still continued to do my research. Then, a couple months later, I came back to him and asked him again, and it was no again. So we did a lot of talking, and honestly, I think it was over a year that we talked and we communicated about it. I just kind of wanted to educate him about it, and he would ask questions and I would ask questions, and a lot of what ifs and, scenarios like that. And after having so much discussion with him, I was like a kid in a candy store, he's just like, this is right, this is for us. So when we finally got on the same page, we were able to both put our hearts out there and start looking. So from then and on, that's what I did. I wasn't like hardcore looking or anything like that, but just, here and there. I think it was for almost the last 3 years, we have been searching just actively all the time. And I've met so many amazing ladies that's become my friends to this day. But not someone, that was going to be my sister wife. And then we've met a lot of people just by talking to them. But it just wasn't someone that I thought that I can open my home to, and someone that I can live with forever, and someone that I can share my kids with and my family with. I was just really closed with that because there's so much, bad people out there and fake people out there. And I just didn't want anybody to hurt me. I didn't want anybody to hurt my children or my family and my husband. So I've been really picky and really cautious about it. So I've never opened my home, up to courting anybody or dating. Some people say courting, some people say dating. So that part was hard for me. Then up to a few months ago in October, I met a woman, and I was just like, I've just got to do this. I'm either going to put, my whole body and my soul into this, or am I going to put one foot in and one foot out and just, be wishy-washy? So I was just like, no, I'm just going in it. I'm going to dive in it, and we're going to do this. So we got along good, and we talked, and then she came down and met my husband, and then, they decided that they're going to be official boyfriend and girlfriend, and they're going to start, dating. So that went on, for a while, and just a few days ago, they split up. And it's sad, but it's okay. I'm just a really positive person. And so, I'm just going to keep going in with my search. And I don't want to sit here and belittle anybody. I don't want to sit here and talk bad about anything or anyone, but it just didn't work out. It wasn't a good fit for a family, and it wasn't a good fit for him. So they did split up, and she has went her way, and we have went our way. So she's the first one that we really put it all in for and, got that close with. And it just didn't work. So we are now out there again, seeking for that forever sister wife for me and his second wife for him. And gosh, I can't wait till the day it happens, because I am so passionate about this lifestyle, and I really, truly want to live it for the absolute rest of my life. I want to really live it for a few different reasons, but I'll just give you, a few. First of all, it's truly the one and only life I'm going to live. That's how passionate I am about it. When you open your mind up, you see the world in a different way. And, it's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just very, very open-minded. I want it because it is full of love, full of a huge family dynamic, and it's full of a lot of support. That's the reason why I want it, is just it is full of love and family and children and support. It's just, my heart is so full, to living that lifestyle. You also get 2 best friends. You know, your first best friend is your husband, and you have that love for him, but you also have that sexual chemistry with him and that life and the kids, and you know, you have a whole different dynamic with him. But then you get your sister wife as your best friend. You know, you guys get to hang out, you guys get to talk, you guys get to confide in each other, you guys get to, you know, really tell each other's emotions and what you think and secrets and just hang out. You know, you get to support one of you know, with each other, you get to support each other. And the kids, you guys get to just be a mom to everybody, you know, blood or not, they're yours. And just being able to have that help and that love and that team is, you know, what really makes me happy. Also, living plural marriage really teaches you commitment, and it teaches you to be so patient. You're like, oh yeah, patient for sure. Yes, it does. It teaches you to be really patient and most of all, selfless. Like this lifestyle is give and take. It's not me, but it's a lot of give and take throughout the entire relationship, you know? So it's an amazing dynamic, and I think that really intrigues me, and it really makes me feel whole. It really does. I do want to say, before getting into this lifestyle, really dig deep inside and ask yourself, can I be patient? Can I share my husband? Can I truly do the give and take? Can I be selfless? Because you really need all that, you know, to live it. I mean, you've got to be honest and loyal and faithful, but you got to remember you're sharing, you know? So it's not all about you, but it's about being able to give up half your time to your sister wife with your husband, but also giving all your time to the entire family and the children. So I think before living the lifestyle, you just really need to ask yourself a few questions and really dig deep to see if you can truly live, you know, that type of lifestyle. Because, you know, people worry about jealousy, but there's two kinds of jealousy. You know, there is that good jealousy, and then there's also some really unhealthy type of jealousy. And that's the jealousy that you do not want. Otherwise, it's just going to mess up everything. So again, just dig deep and really find out if this is a lifestyle that you want. To me, it's all about bringing two or more families into one, and it becomes a whole team and a unity with each other.